Hello everyone, welcome to 30 days Excel challenge. Today we are going to deal with different category in Microsoft Excel. It is nothing but visualization. As you know, visualization is one of the most important aspects in any kind of data analysis. As in most of the analysis, what we would like to see is we would like to see bar charts, scatter plots, and donut charts like this visual representations or visual diagrams we would like to see. So most of the times table will be acting as a backend source for some visual representation. So I'll show you now. Particularly I'm just concentrating this session mainly on bar graphs. So I'll explain everything from scratch to advanced. So let us jump into the session. So suppose this is my data set. I'm having all my products with me and I'm having the respective sales amounts with me. So suppose hair dryer is having 12,500 rupees of sales, laptop is having 25,000 rupees of sales. So instead of showing the data like this, I just wanted to create a bar graph out of this. So first what I can do is I can just select the data like this. I can go to insert. So there is an option called as charts here, as you can see. In charts, there are actually two categories. The first category is recommended charts, and this is the rest of the category. So if I click this recommended charts option, as you can see, Excel automatically recognizes your table and it is giving you the suggestions that you can make a bar graph out of it. You can make a donut chart or a pie chart out of it like that. The Excel is automatically suggesting you. Since I am concentrating this session especially on the bar charts, I just wanted to tell you few tips and tricks related to the bar charts. I just wanted to select the option called as all charts here. So I'm just going to all charts option. From this I am going to select bar. So this is how bar chart looks like. As you can see, there are different categories of bar charts. Let us explore that thing later. First, concentrate on the basic bar chart. So this is the basic bar chart. I just selected it and click OK. So this is how actually it looks like. Suppose you may get a doubt that is this really dynamic? Is this chart really dynamic? If the data in the backend table changes, does this chart reflects that change? That is the doubt you may be having now. I'll clarify you. So as you can see, this is the data, right? This is the backend data. This is the chart we have created from this data. So now I just wanted to change this hair dryer sales value from 12,500 to 1,25,000. See, automatically it has got changed. And I just wanted to make this hair dryer to just 12,500. As you can see, hair dryer got changed. In the same way, I just wanted to sort this data from Z to A. As you can see, the data got also sorted out. The chart got also sorted out. In the same way, you can apply the filters as well. I am clicking the equals option and I am selecting. I just want to see all the data that starts with S. I just clicking OK. So there is nothing called, there is no data that starts with S. Let us see. Sorry, I should not have selected this option. I should have selected begins with. Sorry, this is my mistake. Yeah. If I select begins with, then you can see smart TV and smartwatch. Here the product name begins with S. So that's why it is showing only these two data. You got my point, right? I have applied a filter here. The filter is like whatever the product begins with S, I just wanted to see that data only. So this is why the chart is reflecting only smart TV and smartwatch related data here. So I'm just pressing Ctrl Z once again. I just wanted to see my whole data. So as you can see, if you click on the chart, you can see that there are small circles appearing on every corner of the chart. So these are used to just adjust the size of the chart. Like this you can do. You can even put the chart in this size. Otherwise, if there is a space constraint there, you can just reduce the size of the chart like this. So by just dragging and dropping, you can adjust the size of the chat. And there is another option called, as you can see, if you click on the chat, you can see a plus symbol here. If you just click this, you can see all these types of options. Let us explore each and every option. So the first option is axis. What does axis mean? Axis means, as you know, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. If I just remove this, there is no meaning to the chat. So that's why I'm keeping here. I'm just sticking it. The second thing is axis titles. So if you want your axis title, you can just click this and you can write this. You can edit this, like x-axis here it is sales, right? You can write it as sales. Here y-axis it is product, right? You can just name it as a product. So as far as now, I just don't want to mess this chart up, so I'm unticking this axis titles. So as you can see, there is data labels option is there. What does data labels do is, if you click this, if you enable this option, it will just show you, like for example gaming console, it is just showing the bar graph till then. So if you enable the data label option, it will show you the value also. So this is what it does. So I'm just disabling it, as I don't want to make the chat more noisy. I just wanted to keep this simple. So I'm just explaining you each and every option. At the same time, if you enable the data table, as you can see, a small table has got created here. It shows what is the sales for hair dryer, laptop, air condition, smart TV. This entire table got replicated here, as you can see. I'm just disabling this option once again. I just don't want to make this data noisy. So error bars is there. This is another option. Grid lines. So what do grid lines mean? So as you can see, there are some vertical lines at the back of the chart, right? At the back end of the chart, or as the on the background of the chart, there are some vertical lines there. So I just don't want to see them. So I just ticking off this option. See, you can see the plain white background at the back end of the chart. So this is how you can edit your bar chart. But these are just basic edits. Suppose you just don't want to do all these things, but you want to make your bar chart look beautiful. So you can do one thing. You can click anywhere on the chart. You can go to chart design option. In this chart design, there are predefined templates. As you can see, there are different kinds of predefined templates. You can just click them and just see how do they look. So if you click this drop down, there are different styling options. You can explore them and you can use them as per your requirement. So as far as now, I just don't want to use them, because let us learn how to customize our own way of customizing the charts, so that we can get a good grip on making great charts while creating dashboards. So now this is how it is looking like. This is not good actually. I just wanted to change the color of this bar graph. So what can I do is, I just click anywhere in one of these bars. So as you can see, the whole bars got highlighted. I'm just pressing Control plus 1. So it opens a different setting box at the rightmost corner of our screen. So as you can see, there is a small icon called as fill and line. As you can select this, so here you can find all the options relating to colors, different kinds of fill ups, different kinds of shadowings and all these things, glowings and all these things, like UX and UI related things would be there here. As you can change the color, you can add a shadow to it, you can add different kinds of effects to it, like such things, like such edits you can do here. So if you click the no fill here, no color will get filled. If you click the solid fill, you can go here, you can select the color as per your choice. So I can just select green. So solid fill, it's a plain color. So if you select the gradient fill option here, see, gradient is nothing but it's a mixture of two or more colors. So as you can see, here if I select the gradient fill, if I go to this color option and if I change it to green, as you can see, there are three colors got presented here, three colors got appeared here. If you click anywhere in this arrow, you can change the color. I'm just selecting this color to light green. I'm just keeping this color to white itself. So what we can do is we can just play with this. Like if you move this, if you move these three arrows, you can see there are different color combinations are appearing on your bar chart. As you can see, I'm just moving this. So so this is how my bar chart looks if I play with this. Like different kinds of combinations I can use. I can adjust the color combinations like this. By using these three combinations, a gradient got created. So there are advanced options like linear, radical. I usually like linear, so I'm just keeping it here. At the same time, which kind of gradient you would like to prefer. So anything looks good, but I prefer this thing, I.N.S.A.T. So it looks much more finer. So as you can see, this is how you can add a gradient to it. uh, in the same way, you can use a combination of two or more colors and make your own gradient as well. If you are good at UX UI, you can use those combinations as well. You can bring them to the Excel and you can play with it. And the next thing is, I just wanted to show you the effects. So click this arrow mark here. So as you can see, there is an option called as shadow. So if you can go to this presence, and these are the different kinds of shadowing available in Excel. These are the inner shadows and these are the outer shadows. So as far as my knowledge is concerned, I just used only outer shadows. So select anything, it looks good only. So I'm just selecting this thing to show you. So if you select the shadow, there is something called as some black texture will appear at the back of your bar. So it will give you a nice look. It will give you a legible look. So I just added the shadow effect to it. So after the shadow effect, there are another options. So there are different options like as glow, soft edges. You can use them as per your convenience. You can just go and play with it. These are all just normal editing options that it having different kinds of text effects and different special effects would be there. So that is it, guys. So when you come to this bars different, this is another tab. If you click this, this is the important one. As you can see, there are two options. There is an option called as series overlap and there is another option called as gap width. So I'll explain the series overlap little later. So let us discuss about this gap width. What does this gap width mean? So as you can see, there is a difference between, there is a small gap between two bars, right? So this gap width represents this gap. So as you can see, if there is a 182 percentage here, I just wanted to keep this 60 and let us see what happens here. So if I keep 60, the gap between these two, gap between all these bars got reduced. If I keep 50 here, as you can see, the bars got much more tightly packed. They got jam packed here. So this is how you can edit your chats. This is how it looks finally afterwards. You can just use different color combinations. I'm not good at it. So if you are good at it, you can bring different kinds of color combinations and you can play with it. So now the important thing here is, as you can see, here the product starts with hairdryer and it went to gaming console. But if you see here it starts with gaming console and it went to hairdryer. That means here in chat it is showing in reverse order. So how can you make this look good, or how can you make this align with this backend data? You got my point, right? Here the chart showing from in table it is showing from hairdryer to the gaming console, but in chat it is showing from gaming console to hairdryer. How can you change this? How can you keep both of them together? So you can do one thing. You can just click here on this labels. So there is an option called as format access will get enabled automatically. You can go to this option called as categories in the reverse order. You can just tick this. So automatically this backend table aligns with this chart. Automatically it does. So if you apply any kind of filters, the data will actually act according to it. You can just go and play with it. Suppose if I just add another category called as Apple washing machine. There is nothing called as Apple washing machine, but I just wanted to experiment it. it costs 15,000. So automatically Apple washing machine has got created with 15,000 rupees. So this is how it actually works. So thanks for your patience. Have a great day.